Ladybugs, dude.
I'm pretty sure you already knew
The
that, though.
creatures, the ladybugs, the actual insects, or
What's that?
I don't have any
People
of those, my good
trespass.
sir.
oh, perfect. And then you wet the bed and went sailing after that. Perfect. That's a perfect night out
My
in
shit
Charleston.
cool.
That's the Charleston Decathlon right there, dude.
I'm tapping in.
Oh yeah, every
What? She posted her yeah, me?
Probably.
Shane just did
Yeah,
SNL. You ever hosted SNL?
I've never hosted
Let's
a
get right, bro.
Did you get
Stop letting that nigga dunk,
was,
bro.
was a thing?
I'm here.
You know the
Is there any real gravity there, or am I just slurping
Drop,
around?
drop, drop. You hitting that? You hitting that? Oh my god.
you can you shot
He's shooting that.
I love SNL. I grew up watching it, and one of the first movies I ever did was Hot Rod, which was produced by Lorne Michaels. And when we
God
They
damn,
have
my
to,
nigga.
bro, they have to stop giving niggas adrenaline boost at the beginning of the fucking game.
They were just coming off their first year.
How the fuck is he that
So it was cool.
fast?
I like those guys, and Lauren had actually kind of prodded me to see if I was interested in joining the cast, but it was the same exact week that
Why
was
don't you?
sold.
Why did I fucking jump
So I was
over
like,
it? If I
as
can
much
guard
as
that
I'm
shit,
flattered,
too.
this is what I'm going to go off and do, and then none of them ever talked to me ever again.
Yeah. Well, after seeing Kenny Powers, how do you think Kenny Powers would pitch against some of today's hitters? Do you think?
Step.
I think he would have to juice it up, dude. He would. He would have to. Don't you think? I
Break.
feel like there should just
Yeah,
be special
Holy shit, he
Yeah,
buns.
nigga.
juice it up, right?
There's a new dope Olympics they're starting on.
I love it. That's a great idea.
The Trump son is starting out.
Shit, I'm a be fine.
Is it really?
And about my opinion, I'm a two free side.
Oh, dude.
Which is that's also what I call my erection.
This is something else.
Oh, he blocked my windmill. Why did he windmill? Oh my god.
Infusing funding and some political muscle into the enhanced games.
So what's the thought process here?
I'm taking that shit off.
Anybody who wants to dope it up will stay out of the regular leagues. And
Oh, my niggas don't even be blocking that shit,
Come over
bro.
here. Yeah, it says he's offering $1 million for the first sprinter to break the
Chill, bro. Play D, bro.
Some guy just the rest of
Or you going, mud? You down there?
Explode. That's what happens if you win. Yep. Wow. How do you train for these events? I can't wait to see. It's just going to be superhumans leaping over houses.
I got him. Bro, who are you guarding, bro?
First of all, you would hide it from your wife and have to pull it on the side of the interstate and shoot. And you and your buddy who have been like talking about who commonly refer to against gay folks have to pull over and shoot into each other's rear ends.
Yeah, and then all your hair falls out and zits start forming on your back, and your wife is like, "What is going on? What happened to you?"
But you're ready for the three-legged race with your buddy.
Do it. Yeah, I like that. I'll suit it. I'm in.
You have your last season.
Bro.
Last season of Gemstones. I live in Charleston. I can talk about, but so I'm in LA this week, just running around, running my mouth. This is my last day of running my mouth. It's wonderful.
Oh, thank you, man. It really is cool.
Best for last.
Well, it's nice of you to say that and lie to me, but I will say that I waited in line one time to get a photo with you.
Damn, I don't think that nigga could shoot the ball, bro.
Really? Where?
I think it was at Comic-Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's pretty cool.
I know people when this show first started, I think everyone thought you were on the show. They always thought you were Tony Cavallero.
Oh yeah, Tony's a buddy of mine.
Yeah, you guys had that similar vibe. I think. I actually, honestly, when the first season came out, I remember I met with a reporter and they asked me what it was like to work with Theo Vaughn.
Did they?
Yeah, and I was like, that's not Theo Vaughn.
Oh, I've had people come up to me and think I'm in the gym shows 20 times. I'll play along with it.
Yeesh, brother. Go 0-0. I'm purple? Oh my god, go 0-0.
He really is. He's
For
incredible.
a face right there, I didn't even notice that. Look at that one.
I'm fucking purple now, bro.
Yes, Trevor Wallace, that's hilarious.
Oh,
These days, you don't even
way,
know.
Yeah,
man.
look at that. I buy it.
I know. Wow, and it's very similar chest.
Where you going, bro?
Yeah, how do you...
I'm just noticing how much more ripped Tony is now. Like, he was always strong, but goddamn, that dude got really strong over the last few years.
Yeah, well, he just has such a,
Him and Devon, oftentimes when we're shooting down Charleston, those guys have the same schedule, and so every day that they're not working, they're just fucking pumping iron together.
Are they?
Just getting strong, spotting each other. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember they had a gay fella in our town. He was a drug dealer. So everybody wanted drugs. So also that's how you also kind of like met gay guys, you know, or at the first time. So
they had really cool treats.
Right. It was like, dude, yeah, these guys are fucking. But I think it did a lot for our town because some people who may not have like kind of like, you know, branched out more, you know, or just like had more questions. Suddenly you were sitting there high as hell.
Yeah.
And then more gay people started kind of like...
Drugs are the great equalizer, right?
Oh, yeah.
It crosses every boundary known.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, were the real-life pastors that you used that you sent your gemstone pastors, like John Goodman and Baby Billy, do you send them... Like, do you have them reflect on guys? Or you go watch? You get some front row tickets to some Osteen, or what were you doing?
You know what? A lot of it was just like watching videos and stuff, and then I actually kind of went around and I interviewed a few different pastors just before I told them what I was making the show about, and just from my own ideas, my own insight. And people were responsive. They talked to me. You know, my aunt, she actually sadly passed away just a few weeks ago, but she was a minister. So I talked to her a lot about the church and
really, what kind of church did she minister at?
I feel like she was it was in Atlanta, and it wasn't a mega church, but it was one of those sort of these churches that can pop up in shopping centers and not look like your typical church. And she kind of moved into counseling after that as well. But I grew up in a household that was pretty religious. My mom was she did like puppet ministry when I was a child. She would like do the children's sermons and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And do they hide behind someone to do this?
Oh, yeah. Front? It's like a little. We had this like PVC pipe frame with felt over it.
Yeah.
And they'd hide behind there, and my mom had like boxes of these puppets, and she would drum up these little scripts, and
mostly Bible characters.
No, well, sometimes there would be, but sometimes there would just be these characters, and they'd have to learn Bible lessons, you know.
God, that's crazy, right? It was like suddenly Paul reveres in one of the scenes.
Yes, exactly. But it was, so cool. I grew up with all that stuff. So yeah, that's the kind of shit we do right there. That was it.
Oh, this is great, huh?
Yeah.
And oh my God, yeah. And the guy on the right, obviously.
Yeah, he's learning stuff. He's learning about he's singing a song about sinkhole baby, and about how Jesus raised him up out of the sinkhole, made him into a little raisin.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think if we had any puppet, what did we have? We had a guy who was missing one finger. Puppeting's a lot of shoulder work. People don't think about that.
Gotta have a lot of upper body strength.
Yeah. That's the French bulldog.
They like that.
The drama. Yeah, you're really building those shoulders. Is your mom pretty proud of you? What's you guys' relationship like?
We're good. We're strong. She moved. They lived in Virginia, and then when we moved down to Charleston, she moved there. My wife's from Los Angeles. I met her out here. I was here for like 20 years. And so when I convinced her to move to Charleston with us, figured it was only right. Me, her, and the kids come down. Her mom, who's Angelino, she moved down there too. So now for the first time in my life, I live in the same town as my parents, and yeah, it's kind of wild.
Wow. That's so cool, dude. You got to capture the whole dream. I think that's everybody's dream. I'm going to go. I'll show them. I'll move. I'll have the girl. I'll have the family.
It's been nice, man. I always feel grateful for what we get to do, and but the fact that like this show, all the shows we've done, I've made it with all my buddies that I met in college. Guys. They helped
up, Tom. Tom, come get ball first.
Smoking weed together.
Never mind.
And now, 25 years later, we're all
scoot up.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. I want
Tom.
Tom.
Where
did you meet your wife? At a certain location?
I met her.
About to lose the game.
Shitty apartment over in West Hollywood, so it's just kind of one of those things.
Bro, what you doing again?
On the spot.
You're in your early 20s out here.
Yeah, to the fucking Rizzler.
Yeah, except for the Rizzler, you're going to Craig's, dude. 2 places after 9. Living that high life.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, his grades are down, but the money's up, That's his fucking life.
I know. I felt that, moving... I went to college in North Carolina and moved here in '99, and man, this is a tough city to come into with nothing. It's hard living. I feel like when you get out here and you're waiting tables and PAing and just doing all this stuff, making no money.
What's your ball handle go to?
Do anything, and every girl that you
I think like 84, 86.
need an 85,
Take a
man.
girl like on a world tour.
He go to 86, man.
What, take her where for a walk?
Yeah.
Like, how am I even gonna compete? Dude, I remember on my birthday, I got
What you doing on D though, bro? What are you doing on D?
That's a 30. He just made a fucking 30.
$60, right? Nightmare. Had to borrow somebody's truck to go get it. Out towards Reseda, get it back home on my birthday. It's been my birthday doing this. I get it over to the door of our apartment, and it will not go in. It's just a little too wide. So now to
What
take
the?
the fucking doors, I remember sitting against the wall.
Is he in?
Crying. I was on steroids, but I was also sitting there and dude, parking spots were too small. You couldn't get out. You get a ticket, and you ding. Everything about LA was fucking impossible.
Yeah, and it felt too like when the city would be against you. You know, like parking tickets, stuff like that. I mean, it just felt like when your day was bad, that's always when you would come out and there'd be a boot on your car, and it would just get worse and worse and worse. And that's the other thing is, when you're kind of living on the edge like that, it feels like no one gives a shit either. Like people would walk over
throw me off with that shit,
you were
bro.
laying on the ground bleeding, you know? Yeah, it was tough.
Did you ever do stand up too or no?
I never did stand up. No, I mean I
Oh my God.
I didn't really know. I didn't even really have any ambitions to be an actor. It's like, you know, I went to film school to write and to make. I always kind of imagined I would just be behind the camera and you know.
And that's true, 100%.
100%, yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't have any ambitions of trying to be an actor at all. David Green, who was another classmate of mine, he made this movie called All the Real Girls.
Bring it up.
It's a beautiful film about first love in Appalachia.
Ooh, really?
These niggas are making bullshit, bro.
He had an actor who backed out of the show the last minute, and it was an independent movie, and he just asked me to come down and play the role because he didn't have time to cast somebody else. And it was the very first time I ever acted in anything. And after Jody saw it, he wanted to make a movie, and he was like, well, you're the only person we know who's been in something, so it's funny that we thought that was a leg up. Just that dude right there, we thought would somehow get something made.
It's so crazy that when you go from an idea, like, even with this movie, like,
Trying to box this nigga out, but this nigga went right past me.
Real movie going on, dude. I had to sit down for a while. I was like, oh my God, I thought everybody was just fucking around, like, and then it was a real movie, and there's like people doing what they're doing, people are yelling, and people are. But it was like, oh my God, this is really it. And then you realize it's so hard to make something really too, because so many little things happen. Like we got pushed by the fire for a week, and it was like suddenly that changes everything. And you don't know if people are. And then we had to shoot one day, the day with Steve Little, where it's like the winds were 40 miles an hour.
6, I'm staying down, Get through.
Fucking pretend that the winds are 40 miles an hour.
We had the same thing on Gemstones.
Finally, bro.
Set a screen to the center's on me. Set a screen to the center's on me. They're just gonna switch.
Strategists, like people on your team that just know how to solve problems, because that's what 100% what all making anything is.
What the fuck?
You got your idea of what it's going to be, and then every day it's dealing with something that's.
They can only help so many times.
You got to figure out how to navigate it. Yeah, when we shot the season of Gemstones, right near the end, like there's this like pretty specific location to this season, and I fought really hard to be able to get to this place and shoot there, but we only had limited time. And the night before we had to shoot like the last scene of the entire series, Hurricane Helena comes through that part of Carolina and just like decimated everything.
You fucking
this location that we're at, it's like 100 miles per hour.
Just fucking break.
And there's no alternative. You know, we have to shoot this thing. You have to just go. It's like, well, once these hurricane force winds die down, maybe we'll try to get some extension cords and finish this thing off. And that's exactly what we did. It was crazy.
Damn, yeah. I think it's just thing, no matter what level things are at, if you're doing something in your backyard and you and your brother plan to shoot something, and then halfway through he doesn't like his attitude changes and he goes in the house.
Yeah.
It's like it's always, and that ruins whatever your little plan was. It's always something, right?
Yeah.
There's always something that's going to show up. How do you know when a show is done like this?
You know, I wasn't sure with this. I mean, I've been really lucky with HBO that they've always been real supportive of the stuff I want to do, and they're awesome partners to have in this. And man, I think it kind of just came as we started writing this season. To me, it just felt like it. I felt like when I was starting to write it, like everything I was kind of gravitating towards was like about closure and sort of wrapping up these characters, like longer stories. And so I kind of kept myself open while we were shooting, like in case I got any other ideas of like maybe I'd come back and do another one. But as we kind of shot more and more, it felt like it was the end. It felt like it. Yeah. And I don't know. TV is one of those things too, where it's a strange art form because if it's good, the reward is you just get to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. But sometimes that doesn't necessarily make for the best story. You know, just to have all right, this is like the 10th time these characters have almost died. You know,
like Lost or whatever that show.
Yeah, where things can overstay their welcome, and I mean, people are getting hit with so many things these days. Like, there's so many things vying for your attention. It's a lot to ask an audience to like stick with the show for 10 years or something. You know what I mean? And just think that your taste in 10 years will be the same as it was when the first season came out. So for me, I didn't want to stay in it longer than we needed to. I never wanted to make it something where it didn't matter. I always kind of wanted to make sure it was relevant and something we were all having fun doing, and never kind of evolve into something that just feels like
damn, man, I'm just losing this bitch.
Was there something special you like to do for your crew and stuff?
You
like
so.
You talk so much about the guys that work for you and work with you. I'm sure you use a lot of the same crew and stuff too, because you develop relationships. You know how people are going to work. You know what people will be there for you on those. When it's 1 a.m. and you're like, what the fuck are we going to do right now? What's something you like to do for them? I've heard that you do nice things for them.
Yeah, we just like to party. I mean, to me, I feel like it's one of those kids. We like to rock and roll. But I do feel like, especially living down there, when you're asking people to come work on the show, you're asking them to like leave their lives, leave the comfort of their homes, sometimes leave their spouse or their partner, and come down there for 6 months to come work with you. I've been on stuff where I've been on location, and it's sort of like, yeah, good luck, buddy. You're just gonna end up, you don't know anybody. You're sitting in a hotel room, it's the worst. And so I always just try to...
At a Westin.
Yeah, exactly. I just try to avoid that. I mean, obviously everyone's different. People want their own... Sometimes people want to be left alone in the Westin, but I try to just make everybody feel like they're at home when they come there. Like, try to make them have a good time. And ultimately, it's like...
Baby, take your time,
It's
Mr.
to make this shit is so much fun. Like, I don't even watch these things. After we're done, I don't even go back and watch any of this stuff again. My experience...
So you done selling?
The act of making
Nigga, you're the one selling,
to me. Well, I'm in, I oversee like every cut of this show and in post, but yeah, once this stuff like is done, I'm kind of done with it. It kind of feels, even the old movies from Pineapple to Tropic, it's like I'll see them at the premiere, and then a lot of times you will never even see them again. I'll see clips of things online and be like, oh, that's so good. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have a lot of fun making this stuff. I like collaborating with people. Like you were saying, those problems that come up, solving that stuff, that feeling of accomplishment when you do sort of dodge a bullet, like that's the excitement and the fun for me.
Yeah, I notice I don't like the acting part. I notice I like the giving somebody an idea and be like, not telling the other actors and stuff, and like try this.
What a fuck
Yeah,
that
and
big
then seeing
bitch.
what that creates. Yeah, that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah, we had this one moment like Spade is like taking this dog for a ride because the company he works for, this company called Last Lap, they give dogs rides like they're about to be euthanized or whatever. He gives them a couple more spins around town, in his car.
That's nice. That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, sweet guy. So he pulls up, and then it's like Kirk Fox, you know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Fox pulls up next to him in a truck, and Kirk's just been like looting in the area, I guess, sort of stoplight. He's like, what do you guys get anything good? He's like, yeah, we just got a hot lead on John Bonet's wedding dress. Right?
And that came from your dome? That was out of your pocket?
Snuck over just like a fucking Navy SEAL.
No, enjoy, but you got a halo. It is nice like this.
I went up and hit in the distance, and that's what I noticed. That's the only thing I've always loved. I always like, even when we were a kid, like we would go like not getting molested, what's called camping with people's dads, right? And
getting molested? No, you were right. The first thing you said was right.
It was like Cub Scouts or whatever. But I remember one time we left and I told everybody that Jay Leno had died, right? And you couldn't check back then. Mm-hmm. So the whole weekend you would hear the dads talking about it, kind of reminiscing about Leno and some of their favorite guests and shit. And I would be in my tent, laying down, just crying out of my fucking little penis. I was crying out of laughing so fucking hard.
That kind of stuff, what Boy Scout camps, I went to a Boy Scout camp when I was a kid, and I remember it was like, we had our Cub Master was one of the kids' dads, and it was him with 12 boys, and we're camping, and he just got, over the course of the week, he just got stranger and stranger, and at one point he just kind of like left the camp for a while. It had been a bit since he'd been back there, and every night we would always notice that he'd go into his tent, and he would just like lay down and put these headphones on and just kind of lay there. And so I was so curious, like, what is this motherfucker listening to? And I'm probably like 12 years old. And when he was gone, I snuck into his tent and I picked up his headphones and I put it on and hit play. They were like messages from his wife talking about how he was a good man and like it made me terrified of the road. Like, let's just get in here, just like listening to his wife pump him up and with those 12 boys in the woods.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why did he need it though? Like that's what it was like. It seemed like the tires were about to fall off.
Probably keeping him on the end of a fucking rope, dude. That's crazy, dude.
I almost got sent home from that camp too because I pulled a knife on a kid. Not for real.
No,
but I had that. You know, when you're that age and you have your little knives, your little Boy Scout knives, you're constantly playing with it. And I guess this other troop walked past us and I pulled that knife out and they thought I was like fucking threatening someone. And I had to go into the office and explain myself, you know, and
Yeah. This was up for real from all of that. It's this rain, bro. The rain got niggas feeling drowsy. Hell yeah, it's pouring out that bitch. No. I hate when hoes be on that. Yeah. These hoes is fried, bro. All these hoes is just freaky, bro. I ain't gonna fake. All these hoes be doing the same shit. I ain't gonna lie. Hell no. All these hoes play rich. Everybody in the city play rich. I'm talking about how they gonna be rich, how they gonna get rich. Ain't nobody doing that differently to get rich though. Man, I didn't even know that. She tripping. Bro, I don't get paid to the 10th. But that damn near my whole next check going into that fucking shit though. It's telling you about that bill that my car getting overdrafted. Seen you overdrafting my car, putting my car in the negative, fucking my credit up. I gotta fix that, bro. I'm gonna just fix it all in my next check, bro. I ain't even finna get to try to paying that shit little by little and shit, bro. I'm just about to pay the whole, I mean, fuck it. That nigga AJ texted you and said, "Damn, brother, you gotta get your shit dropped. I got to Ross. Niggas told me you fought Johnny and shit." Hell no. You told me to say this nigga. You told me to say back to this nigga. AJ little as hell though. These July pictures, bro. Bro, they watch the fucking. I just seen that nigga too at the little function. She was trolling like that. Oh, crazy. No way out of reach. No, I seen it. Wait, New York? I don't know. I seen it me a damn thing. Man, today my last day for the week, man. I don't go back to work till Saturday. I mean, I had worked a double a couple of days ago. Oh, bro, I gotta pay bills now, nigga. You too, nigga. Got you. Alright, bet. I'm gonna hop on your shit.